Here comes a full, open-hearted English analysis of the DVD cover for Alfred Hitchcock's Rope, plain, direct, and a bit nerdety, just as the film deserves. The cover leans heavily into the prestige angle, Hitchcock Gold, collector's edition across the top in a warm bronze band. That metallic tone immediately signals classic cinema, like the sleeve is part of some curated archive rather than just a casual DVD. Hitchcock's iconic silhouette in the top right corner acts like a seal of authenticity, the director's ghostly autograph blessing the whole layout. James Stewart dominates the left side with that reassuring yet morally probing expression he wears so well. The lighting is soft, almost nostalgic, but there's tension hidden in there, perfect for Rope, where his character slowly realizes that his former students may have taken his philosophical musings in a horrifying direction. The title, Repet, Swedish for rope, is centered in a tall, elegant serif font that feels like something from an old theater poster. That's fitting, since the movie itself is famously staged like a single unbroken play, unfolding in real time across just a few rooms. The design leans into that theatrical vibe without saying it outright. Lower down you get the real narrative tease, the two young men, Brandon and Philip, impeccably dressed and standing uncomfortably close, with Stewart beside them. Their strained posture gives away more than they want to admit. Stewart looks caught between suspicion and polite civility, exactly the mood that drives the entire film's slow burn. The framing almost feels like an unwitting confession frozen in time. On the right, another young man stares out with visible worry, his expression adding emotional pressure to the composition, as if he's the only one aware that everything is about to collapse. Overall, the cover does what Hitchcock himself liked to do, it tells you just enough but keeps its secrets. It sells tension, elegance, and dread, all wrapped in a collector-friendly package. English translation of the back cover text. James Stewart stars together with Farley Granger and John Dole in this high-tension thriller inspired by the real Leopold Loeb murder case. Granger and Dole deliver captivating performances as two friends who strangle a classmate in order to get an intellectual thrill, and then invite the victim's family and friends to a party, with the corpse hidden in a chest they use as a buffet table. But as the killers steer the conversation towards the idea of the perfect murder, their former teacher, Stewart, grows increasingly suspicious. As the evening reaches its end, the professor finally gets to experience how brutally the students have twisted his academic theories into cold reality in Hitchcock's gripping exploration of the macabre. Bonus material. Making of documentary, Rope Unleashed. Trailer. Filmographies. Photo gallery. Now, alright, let's dig into the design and visual storytelling of this back cover. It has that classic, prestige release look, but with some quirks that say a lot about how Rope has been marketed over the years. The whole layout is built like a staged room, the top left is almost a theater balcony of faces, small portraits of the main actors, arranged vertically like they're stacked on the edge of a spotlight. Those expression shots are classic Hitchcock marketing, tension, suspicion, guilt, all conveyed through tight close-ups. It's quiet drama rather than loud action. The golden curved lines around the portraits act like decorative flourishes from a stylish 1940s theater program. It's a gentle reminder that Rope is based on a stage play and filmed almost like one continuous performance. The design leans into that elegance rather than the brutality of the premise, which is very Hitchcock, make the horror beautiful on the surface. Most of the back cover is dominated by the long column of text. It's set in a serif font with careful letter spacing, giving it a scholarly feel, as if you're reading a mini-essay rather than a plot blurb. That fits the film perfectly, since the story deals with warped intellectualism and academic arrogance. It's almost thematic branding. The orange bonus material box below acts like a visual break, a curtain divider between narrative and technical information. It's warm, bold, inviting, almost like a vintage cinema poster. The bullets are small diamonds, keeping things understated and clean. Below that you get the technical block, black and white, neat, no frills. It's laid out like a studio archival card, title, production year, languages, Aspect ratio, running time. It reinforces the idea that this is a collector's release, serious, organized, and respectful of the film's historical status. The typography shift at the bottom, with all the production credits in tightly packed uppercase, mirrors old Hollywood posters. It's like the designers were trying to recreate the look of 1940s film advertising while keeping the DVD packaging modern. The entire back cover walks a tightrope between sophistication and unease. You can practically feel the murder sitting quietly beneath the polite surface, just like in the movie. It's a restrained design, very much Hitchcock's way, style first, terror beneath. The disc design for this edition of Rope is wonderfully bare-bones in that classic studio archive way. It doesn't try to dazzle you. It wants to look official, authoritative, almost like a film reel label rather than a piece of home media. That simplicity suits Rope, a movie that's all about performance, precision, and the tension of what's hidden rather than shown. The surface is mostly a soft metallic gray, cool, neutral, almost clinical. It gives the disc a subdued look, as if it belongs in a film library drawer somewhere at Universal Studios. The one splash of bold color is the title Rope in red, slanted and slightly aggressive. That streak of red is like a tiny stab of danger against an otherwise quiet design, mirroring the film's elegant surface hiding something violent underneath. Beneath the title, the words "The Hitchcock Collection" appear with Hitchcock's reproduced signature, clean, sharp, and very museum-like. It's branding meant to feel official, not flashy. You could imagine this same typography used on a Hitchcock retrospective box set. The cluster of rating symbols tells its own story. UK PG. Irish rating 12RA. German FSK 16 sticker added afterward. It turns the disc into a little world tour of censorship standards. Those stickers break the aesthetic slightly, but they also give the disc that odd charm of an international pressing that has passed through several approval systems. The layout at the bottom, tiny legal text, year, running time, production credits, is handled like something from a technical blueprint. You can see the film's year 1948, the renewal year 1975, and other licensing details that root it firmly in old Hollywood bureaucracy. It's a disc that doesn't try to entertain. It tries to document. Which fits the film's theatrical, experimental nature. Hitchcock wanted the camera to behave like an observer, not a showman, and the disc mirrors that same stripped-down philosophy.